Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, so in this video now we are going to discuss regarding chemicals, enzymes and different types of bioactive molecules information we are going to discuss. After completion of this one, most important concept we will discuss regarding microbes in sewage treatment. Okay ma, so this is important class, so try to watch without any skip. So let us learn information regarding all these kind of chemicals, or what are the kind of chemicals, enzymes and bioactive agents we can produce by the activity of microbes. After completion of that one, how these microbes we will use in the purification of sewage. Okay, come let us have a look on this. Okay, now the chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules. One more time. So in this particular case, by using of microorganisms, so we will produce different types of chemicals, enzymes and bioactive molecules. Now first one, organic acids. So organic acids, what are the organic acids we will produce from here means, first of all, Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger, from this Aspergillus niger, so we can produce, or we will produce citric acid. Aspergillus niger is a fungus. Aspergillus niger comes under the kingdom fungus and class Ascomycetes. Next one, Acetobacter aceti. From this Acetobacter aceti we can produce acetic acid. Next one, Clostridium butyricum. So from the Clostridium butyricum to butyric acid we can produce. Next one, from the Lactobacillus, so lactic acid we can produce. Means from the Acetobacter aceti to acetic acid, from the Clostridium butyricum to butyric acid, from the Lactobacillus to lactic acid. Once you observe there, Lactobacillus, Clostridium butyricum and Acetobacter aceti, both are bacterial members. Here Aspergillus niger only comes under fungus. So these points try to save in your mind. Next one, now alcohol production point of view. So definitely we will use yeast. So for the preparation of alcohols and beverages also, in beverages production also we have seen the involvement of yeast. Now alcohol production point of view, yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a scientific name of yeast, unicellular fungi, best example. Comes under this one also comes under Ascomycetes. Okay, now it is used for the commercial production of ethanol. So definitely, so this yeast or the Saccharomyces cerevisiae we will produce for the production of ethanol, definitely we will use which one? Yeast. Next one, enzymes point of view. Enzymes, so there are different types of enzymes we can produce. So what are the enzymes? So here microbes are also used for the production of enzymes. Microbes also used for the production of enzymes. So for example, lipase, pectinases, streptokinase and so up to here. So these three. Next one, cyclosporine is a bioactive agent. Next one is statins. So likewise there are different types of aspects to be discussed. Now enzymes, so there first enzyme lipase. So these are or these kind of enzymes. So once you see that lipase ends with AS, so stands for enzyme. So this particular enzyme definitely used to the used in a detergent formulations. So in making of detergents, so definitely we will use this particular enzyme lipase. Sir, what is the use of this this particular lipase enzyme, sir? Means definitely it helps for the removal of oily stains. For removal of oily stains in a laundry, so definitely we will use this particular enzyme in making of or in formulation of which one detergents. So this point is important. Next one, pectinases and proteases. Second one point of view. So pectinase, bottled juices. So bottled juices brought from the market are clearer and compared to the man-made. Okay, so made at home. So means here what is the thing in industrial. So here what are the bottling juices or the jams we will purchase at market, that will be having more clearer when compared to the homemade. Okay, made at home. So because sir, why sir differences, why sir market or the juices which are produced by the industrially, so why sir it will be very clearer? Means because the bottled juices are clarified by the use of pectinase and protease. So these bottled juices are clarified. These bottled juices are clarified by the use of pectinase and protease. So pectinase and protease, definitely these two different types of enzymes we will use in making of these kind of bottled juices. That's why these bottled juices seems to be very clearer than the man-made or homemade. So this kind of this point also is important. Try to save in your mind. So means lipase we will use in a detergent formulation, so from removal of oily stains. Next one, pectinase and protease we will use in making of bottle juices for getting of more clearance. Okay, so clarification, so more clarified, so because of the usage of pectinase as well as protease. Next one, streptokinase. Streptokinase point of view, it is produced by the bacterium Streptococcus. Important. So this streptokinase is produced by Streptococcus. So modified by genetic engineering. So this particular Streptococcus we have been developed. So here we have been developed genetically or by using of genetic engineering processes we have modified the Streptococcus. So this particular Streptococcus definitely produces the streptokinase enzyme. Sir, what is the use of this streptokinase enzyme, sir? Means definitely it is used for clot buster for the breaking of clot buster, for removal of which one for removing of clots from the blood vessels of patients who have undergone myocardial infarction leading to heart attack. Means in a heart attack patients, so generally they will suffer from the, so which one so the huge quantities of which one fats and all at the time, due to the deposition of fats at the walls of the blood vessels, definitely chance is there to suffer from this kind of myocardial infarctions. So that's why what we will do means, so definitely we will use this streptokinase enzyme for the breaking of clots. Okay, that's why streptokinase enzyme we will be calling as clot buster. Okay, so means, so this particular streptokinase enzyme is used for the breaking of clots. So in the myocardial infarction patients leading to the heart attack. So and one more important point, this particular streptokinase enzyme we have modified by genetic engineering processes. So what are the techniques are present in genetic engineering? So by following of genetic engineering techniques and everything, so definitely we have modified that particular streptokinase enzyme. So nowadays we are using this particular streptokinase enzyme effectively. Next one, cyclosporin A. So cyclosporin A is it is used as a how immunosuppressive agent. So this particular cyclosporin A we are using as immunosuppressive agent in organs transplantation patients. Okay, so don't forget cyclosporin A is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplantation or organ transplant patients. Is produced by the fungi, that is Trichoderma polysporum. So So the Trichoderma polysporum, definitely this particular Trichoderma polysporum, Amma don't forget here Trichoderma polysporum. So the Trichoderma polysporum is a fungus. So from this Trichoderma polysporum, so here Cyclosporin A, the Cyclosporin A we can produce. So that particular thing, this particular Cyclosporin A is used as immunosuppressive agent. Okay, next one. So statins point of view, statins, it is produced by the yeast. Okay, statins produced by yeast, Monococcus purpureus, and have been commercialized as blood cholesterol lowering agent. So here, so blood cholesterol lowering agent. So now here one more time you see there, statins, it is produced by the yeast scientific name is now. So here one more type of yeast here. Okay, so it is produced by the yeast Monococcus purpureus or otherwise. So to avoid the confusion, so simply you can write like this. So it is produced by Monococcus purpureus. Okay, fungal members. So thereby, so this fungal members Monococcus purpureus, so this produces statins. This particular statins, sir, what is the use of this statins means? So this particular statin work as blood cholesterol lowering agent. Don't forget, statins are used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Sir, what is the work of this one, function of this one means? So it acts as competitively inhibitor. It acts as a competitive inhibitor. So thereby, so definitely inhibits the activity of enzyme which is responsible to the synthesis of cholesterol. So definitely, so when this particular statins acts as inhibitor, so thereby this particular statin inhibits the activity of enzyme. So this particular enzyme responsible to the synthesis of cholesterol. So thereby what is happening, when these statins inhibit the activity of enzyme, automatically, so this enzyme cannot synthesize the cholesterol. So thereby in blood, which one, low cholesterol level will be reduced. That's why this particular statin we are calling as blood cholesterol lowering agent. Next one. So up to here, before start to learn microbes in sewage treatment, so I would like to explain this entire concept by one more time once you see there. So organic acids. So there are 4 different types of organic acids we have been produced according to our textbook point of view. So Aspergillus niger citric acid, Acetobacter aceti, from this Acetobacter aceti to acetic acid, Clostridium butyricum to butyric acid, from the Lactobacillus to lactic acid. Next one, alcohol point of view, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, yeast, it is used as which one? So Bravers yeast, so for the making of commercial production of ethanol. Next one, enzymes point of view, so there are different types of enzymes, lipase, pectinases and protease. Next one, streptokinase. There lipase definitely we will use in detergent formulations, protease and pectinase we will use in making of which one? Bottle juices. Next one, streptokinase acts as clot buster. So this one, this particular streptokinase we will use in heart attacks patients. So there next one is Cyclosporin A. So Cyclosporin A, it is used as immunosuppressive agent. Next one, it is acting as, or where it will be, means immunosuppressive agent means generally where we will use this one means in organ transplantation patients. Okay, so this cyclosporin is developed from the or taken from the or produced from the Trichoderma polysporum. Next one, statins point of view, it is produced by the fungal member Monococcus purpureus. Next one, what is the use of this statins means blood cholesterol lowering agent, that is a function of statins. So how this particular statin works as blood cholesterol lowering agent means, so this statin inhibits the enzyme responsible responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. So when this statin inhibits the activity of enzyme which is responsible to the synthesis of cholesterol, automatically in blood cholesterol level will be reduced. That's why statins we will be using as a blood cholesterol lowering agents. Now let us move forward to learn the new concept, that is microbes in sewage treatment. Very important concept, try to save in your mind. Now microbes in sewage treatment, the major component of wastewater is, so here large quantities of wastewater are generated every day in towns and cities, that's we know very well. One more time, large quantities of wastewater generated every day in towns as well as in cities, isn't it? So that's why here there, so major quantities or the major component of wastewater is human excreta. Now here the municipal wastewater is also known as sewage. First of all, microbes in sewage treatment point of view, the major component of the wastewater is human excreta. Next one, the municipal wastewater is also known as sewage. So this particular sewage only contains large amounts of organic matter. Don't forget, it is important point. So this particular sewage consists of large amounts of organic matter as well as large amounts of microbes. Don't forget, this point is important. So thereby, when this particular sewage consists of contains of very huge quantities of organic matter as well as microbes, so these 2 points only we will be using in the next explanation. So that's why save this point, these 2 statements in your mind. Next one, many of its microbes are pathogens. So here in human excreta or in sewage, so what are the types of microorganisms are there? Means mostly are pathogens, so disease causing organisms. So when these kind of disease causing pathogens are present in that particular wastewater, this kind of wastewater without purification we should not release into the, or we should not discharge into the natural water bodies like rivers as well as streams. So that point only I have written. Once you see there, so these microbes or what are the microbes are present in the sewage water? Definitely are pathogens. That's why this should not be released, means this particular sewage should not be released or discharged into the natural water bodies like rivers as well as streams directly. So that's why definitely we need to purify or we need to treat this particular sewage water with activity of microbes. So thereby we can reduce the pollution in that particular sewage. So that's why, so before disposal, sewage treated in sewage treatment plants. So here, so we will, for the treating of this sewage water, we are using some kind of plants. So plants are nothing but sewage treatment plants. Plants means not angiosperms, not gymnosperms, not that kind of a plant. Okay, so here the some kind of apparatus. Okay, so here the sewage treatment point of view, so for the before disposal of this sewage, so definitely this sewage water we will treat in sewage treatment plants. So you can see this diagram from the textbook directly. So this particular sewage treatment plants, simply we will be calling as STPs. Okay, next one. Now sewage treatment is carried out in 2 stages. So sewage treatment is carried out in 2 stages. So what are those? First one is primary treatment and the second one is secondary treatment. Am I exactly at spotlight once you see there? So here, so the primary treatment and the secondary treatment, these 2 stages we can be seen according to the textbook, but so third one also is there, that one only we will be taking as a tertiary treatment, but examinations point of view not required. So these 2 are enough. Now 2 stages, so first one is primary treatment and second one is secondary treatment. In primary treatment, what are the points now we are going to discuss? Means in primary treatment basically involves in physical removal of particles. So here in this particular case, we will remove the which one? So particles. So which one? Just we will remove particles physically. So that's why I have written. So basically involves in the physical removal of particles through filtration, and one more is sedimentation. So means in primary treatment, two processes. One is a filtration and one more is sedimentation. Now in filtration, what are the main important points? No. So removal. So filtration, the removal of a floating debris. The removal of floating debris. అటువైపు అక్కడ అటువైపు రైట్ సైడ్ రెడ్ బటన్ ఉంటుంది చూడండి, మిడిల్లో అది ప్రెస్ చేయండి. అవ్వలేదు, అది ప్రెస్. నౌ ద ప్రైమరీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ బేసికలీ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ ఇన్ ఫిజికల్ రిమూవల్ ఆఫ్ పార్టికల్స్. ఓకేమా? సో బేసికలీ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ ఇన్ ఫిజికల్ రిమూవల్ ఆఫ్ పార్టికల్స్ త్రూ filtration and sedimentation. Okay, now in a filtration point of view, the removal of which one? Floating debris. So don't forget important. That is removal of floating debris. So we can be done the removal of floating debris so by the process of filtration. Next one is sedimentation. In sedimentation, what we will remove means removal of grit. Grit is nothing but soil as well as small pebbles. So by the process of sedimentation. So in the sedimentation process, just we will remove the grit. Grit is nothing but soil and small pebbles, and through the filtration we will remove the floating debris. So these two processes means one is a filtration and sedimentation, both we will observe in a primary treatment. So now all solids, so that settled form the primary sludge. So means here suppose we are sending water or the sewage water into the large tanks, so there without any disturbances, when we are keeping this sewage water for few days, automatically, so solids means what are the solid particles are there, everything will be settled down. So what are the particles are settled down in that particular tank, so we will be considering as primary sludge. We are considering as primary sludge. Primary sludge is nothing but sedimented particles or settled particles in containers. My point you understood means on the just above the primary sludge means we can be taken as a supernatant. Chemistry word point of view, supernatant form only we will be calling as effluent. Effluent now is nothing but effluent means how we have to understand means polluted water. Okay, means after removal of solids, after removal of solids or the solid particles from the water, remaining water body we can be taken as effluent. Don't forget is important point. Effluent is nothing but polluted water particle or polluted water body. Now this effluent from the primary settling tank. So means first of all we have used this particular tank. From this primary settling tank to this effluent we will be sending to the secondary treatment or biological treatment. Don't forget, first of all we have stored the water bodies in primary settling tanks. So in primary settling tanks, solid particles are settled down. So later water bodies are there in supernatant. Water bodies we will be sending to the process of secondary treatment or biological treatment. Okay, now here the water body we will be taking as effluent. Point you understood there? So means in primary treatment, so effluent only we will be taking out of finally. This effluent we are sending to the process of secondary treatment or biological treatment. So next one, secondary treatment. So second one is a secondary treatment or the biological treatment. So in this particular case, now what are the main important points to be discussed means, so what are the main important points means, once you see there, the primary effluent is passed into the large aeration tanks. So one more time, the primary sludge, primary effluent, the primary effluent or primary not required, just you can take effluent. This particular effluent is passed into the large aeration tanks. Aeration tanks means what sir means, so here once I have written, you see there, so where it is constantly agitated mechanically and air is pumped into it. So means, so the aeration process or the agitation process means nothing but pumping of air only. So sir, when we are sending air into that particular effluent, no sir, what is happening sir, what is the resultant? So what are the main important points we can be saved in our mind means, so this allows means in that particular effluent, when we are going to start the aeration process means when we are sending the air into that particular effluent, what is happening means this allows vigorous growth of aerobic microbes known as flocs. So one more time you see there. So when we are sending or we are pumping air, automatically what will be happen in that particular effluent, we have seen once you come back here, we have seen which one, the large amounts of organic matter and microbes we see, no. So means when we are activating or when we are sending the when we are sending air, automatically what will be happen, no. So here the large quantities of microbes are there, no. So what are the types of microbes are there means aerobic microbes will be activated due to the sending of air. So thereby due to the activity of or due to the process of aeration, so due to the process of aeration what is happening, no, finally leads to the formation of flocs. Okay, so flocs are nothing but masses of bacteria, the masses of bacteria associated with the fungal filaments to form mesh-like structure. Now the flocs are nothing but the association of bacteria and fungi. A simple thing, the masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments to form mesh-like structure. So thereby what is the point here we are taking now? So flocs for NEET examination point of view as well as public examinations point of view also important. So thereby flocs are nothing but which association of bacteria as well as fungi. So here thereby what is information we can be saved in our mind means, so when we are sending continuously, we have forwarded, when we have constantly agitated mechanically, automatically what will be happen, no, in that particular sewage water, which one is there? Aerobic bacteria is there, no, that particular aerobic bacteria activated, so thereby flocs formation takes place. Okay, now here one important interesting concept we need to learn, that is while growing these microbes, consume major part of the organic matter. Once you see there, already we have seen sewage water consists of huge quantity of organic matter and huge quantities of microbes we see now. Now when we have sent which one air, microbes are activated. Now within that effluent, now we have seen organic matter presence also we seen. Now what is happening? While growing, these microbes consume the major part of the organic matter in the effluent. Means when these microbes are activated with the presence of air, start to eat the organic matter which is present in the wastewater. Wastewater only is nothing but effluent. So thereby what is happening means significantly reduces the BOD. So reduces the BOD. BOD is nothing but biochemical oxygen demand of biochemical oxygen demand is reduced in effluent. Means here one important point I would like to tell you, that point is suppose if the water or the effluent is more polluted, their BOD level will be more. Why? BOD level means biological or the biochemical oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand, when it will be more? Once you see there, once you observe that abbreviation, biochemical oxygen demand. Oxygen demand, when it will be more? Suppose the more number of aerobic microbes, more number of microbes are there means at the time oxygen demand will be more. Oxygen demand is more means microorganisms content is more, we will understand. When organisms content will be more, when that particular water is more polluted. More polluted means that indicates more presence of organic amount or large quantities of organic matter. Simple point, through my voice you try to take. Suppose if a large amounts of organic matter is there means, so thereby more amount of microbes observation we can see there. Why? Because there, due to the presence of more amounts of organic matter, so indirectly we can understand definitely there is a chance for the presence of more number of microbes. If more number of microbes are there means oxygen demand definitely will be will be more only now. So that's why here, what is the point here we can save in our mind means, so suppose if the water is more polluted, BOD level will be more. Suppose if the water is less polluted, BOD level will be less. A point you understood or not? So this point you try to save in your mind. Sir, first of all, BOD means what, sir? Means that is once you try to remember that is suppose 1 liter of water we are taking, polluted water there. So here, what are the water molecule? What is the organic matter present in that particular water? For the oxidation of organic matter which is present in the 1 liter of water by the bacteria, we will be taking as oxygen demand or the BOD. One more time, once you see there, the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if the organic matter in the 1 liter of water is oxidized by the bacteria. Means how much of the oxygen we are using, or how much of the oxygen bacteria is using for the oxidation of organic matter which is present in the 1 liter of water. Don't forget, one more time let me give you, now you try to say. So that is which one? In 1 liter of water, no organic matter is there, that organic matter must be oxidized. Okay, so by the oxygen, so thereby how much of a percentage of oxygen is required, or the amount of oxygen is required or the consumed by the bacteria for what? For the taking of for the oxidation of organic matter which is present in the 1 liter of water. So this explanation only now clearly, now let me explain. That is once you see there primary effluent, now effluent I have taken here, this particular effluent, so now we are sending into the aeration tanks. This entire information now I am going to explain by one more time. Once you see there, after completion of a primary treatment, now here we have started the secondary treatment. This particular secondary treatment we are calling by one more name, biological treatment. Now in effluent, aeration tank is there, no, that particular aeration, this effluent we are sending into the aeration tank. Okay, so thereby which one formation takes place? Flux formation takes place. Okay, so flux formation takes place means there indirectly, so what is the point here we can understand? Reducing the biological or the biochemical oxygen demand. Okay, so thereby in that particular water or in that particular effluent, pollution is reducing, or the content of organic matter reducing means definitely biochemical oxygen demand also reduced. That's why suppose if the organic matter is more means biochemical oxygen demand will be more. Okay, so next one, if the organic matter is less in water means biochemical or BOD will be very less. So try to remember one point. Suppose if the water is more polluted, organic matter will be more. If organic matter is more, BOD level will be more. Okay, but here when due to the activity of microbes, aerobic microbes, no, so here organic matter is going to be consumed, so thereby only no flux formation takes place. That's why BOD level is reduced. Okay, so later once the flux formation completed, this flux now we will be sending into the settling tanks. So in settling tanks, sir, why sir these flux we are sending into the settling tanks means, so there these flux are sedimented. These flux are sedimented. So in sedimented tanks, no, or in settling tanks, no, same flux we will be calling by one more name as activated sludge. Flux are nothing but activated sludge, but we have given another name to the flux in settling tanks. Okay, and now these activated sludge we will be settled. Now here small quantities, small amounts of the activated sludge we will be sending back into the aeration tank as starter or inoculum. Why? Because these flux are nothing but association of a bacteria and a fungi, no. So their mesh-like structures of a bacteria and a fungi we have seen, no. So here if you send very small minute quantities into the aeration tanks, no, for the starting process of secondary treatment it will be easy. Let me give one example. For the preparation of curd, no, mummy will add buttermilk into the milk. So thereby in the next day, so we will obtain or we will get buttermilk curd. So thereby here mummy how she is adding buttermilk as a starter or inoculum. No, here also for the starting process of secondary treatment we are adding flocs or the activated sludge into the aeration tanks. Try to understand this one clearly. Later activated sludge now we will be sending into the or pumped into the large tanks known as anaerobic sludge digesters. We are sending it into the anaerobic sludge digester. Once you see there anaerobic sludge digesters, anaerobic sludge digesters means there what are the types of microorganisms we can observe? Definitely we can observe anaerobic bacteria. Definitely we can observe anaerobic bacteria. This particular anaerobic bacteria now digest the flocs. Flocs are nothing but bacteria and fungi, no. So thereby digest the bacteria and fungi. So thereby which one will be released? Methane, H2S and the CO2 gases are released. The combination of these three only we will be calling, or finally simply we will be taking as biogas. Means here finally, so finally if you take one effluent, so here gradually we are reducing the pollution content in that particular effluent. So there once the secondary level means secondary treatment or the biological treatment is completed, okay, so that particular effluent we can release into the natural water bodies like rivers as well as streams. So this is a small information regarding what? Regarding secondary treatment as well as primary treatment. Both are comes under combinedly microbes in sewage treatment. Microbes in sewage treatment.